because of some of these collusion and connivance between some of these external operators and some Ghanaians out of Okroma say and Mokabo. And now good year Yankopon at the Adomye. Or see em far and Moya Hombrananka yam Fanny Moya Sitremu and see the greed of few and Omakonaiva with certain external we are or more repay this country off. So Golda Ghana Yasasim from Titibesi now. Now sometimes what Tanasina Ubisa says, so why are we still poor? The only question coming to your mind is because of greed. Greed that is so filthy and greed that is insatiable. Insatiable means a greed that you can never satisfy it. And I yet over here there were a lot of questions are not running around Africa. Because young people have becoming quite receptive and very active in politics. I'm not going to be questions. When it comes to resources, when it comes to human resources, Africa is the richest. When it comes to mineral resources, we are the richest. So how come say yen to me, and you should near my way? And for more better. But questions are not because of some of this intrusion. By the external powers, China, Russia, America, all of them have taken keen interest. They will tell you, say, oh, we are investing in Africa. But the truth of the matter is that we are taking away these valuable resources, away mineral resources, including human, and leaving the continent very impoverished and very poor. And we are Maya. You need to be very decisive and take some actions. At the end of the day, a bit departed from that colonial mentality, that colonial way over the years. That has been the signature playbook. Politics in this country. And you have some of the countries like Burkina Faso, he's taking a bold initiative to nationalize all mineral resources belonging to Burkina Faso, making sure that Neman or Moano will be used to better the life of the people. Ghana, unfortunately, because of same greed in the past, Yetimia bombarding our CD, ownership of some of these mineral resources to foreign and external powers. I know the day or minor influence thereby royalties, and these royalties, the people at the community don't benefit. And the year in 2024, one of the conversations I Ghana for air can say this time round, Africa must own its own resources. But of course, the government need to open negotiation with those companies and when they making sure we negotiate for a better deal for this country. And again, aside there are big companies or the canon so getting Ghana for issue companies in us for other those mining. Some of these people have also brought in the same group like China and other people. They are here chasing Ghanaians. So money take a wooden A2 galamsey air sensors saying so. No, we are the sad aspect of this whole thing. They say gold a yade bakwa with me a use as a reserve currency. It me mausika a yatin, but. So more activities in we acquire these gold efforts free chroma or bien the new. And when President Mahama made a promise of the GoldBod, I think say now one of the best initiatives, and I think that so far Ghana for us see who's on so because just like GoldBod, central pooler, every cocoa be our my munina and government in a better. I'm a government, that particular external offense, that export, Now revenue never will come directly to the central bank instead of giving that power and privilege to individuals. I know the day Okoton gold na Sikano Kra Makroma, then they keep it in an offshore account somewhere. Some of the people doing this are not even Ghanaians. So Sikano a good year for Kroma, but when they go and sell, the monies don't come back. China for are exporting gold right in front of us. In the past few years, Oko airports now have boxes and as for air visiting the shores of this country. Our national security for air more clearance to leave this country. We are about and now Branty Bayane. Al Jazeera for Bayomo documentary. Shocking revelations. Is one of the countries that all Togo and the central bank is buying gold as a because and they are departing from the US dollar. They want to use gold as their reserve or more added back or more currency now is stable. So consistently you see China dropping their currency, but still because of that we know more warranty or mutimi etimijina. Sana as a Ghana so yetiminya that gold reserve now a bit give value to your way. Now I must see are gaining some stability. In recent time the yes. investor confidence people are coming in as for, but don't also forget a gold board now say exporting gold and bringing in revenue. The more dollars come into this country, the value of the dollar will go down. The more dollars flow into this country, value never come from, because dollar no cost when a lot of people are chasing dollars and there are few in the system. We no cost, but the one or mine sika sem ye na sa with me the more foreign way about my numa. So you don't need to pay much for the dollar. And these are some of the basic strategies I think the government adopt here. Play well, amma and Sanema way. So you want to come to this gold thing. I think this foreign influence, it will come to a time it should be zero. Not Ghana, only all the resources. It is sad to note that if you go to some of the African countries, or might say DR Congo, the resources are what can take care of the whole of Africa. There are some of the countries, the powerful, your friends, the mineral resources are what among for here to do whatever that they need. They have it. Items like uranium, one of the powerful radioactive material, among for the nuclear within as for them. Africa has a abu, but if you go to DR Congo and other countries, China, America, Russia are there fighting over, and some of these assets have even been handed over to some of the Chinese for them. They will come in the name of investment, or be hijack, have a perpetual influence over to another day. If you go to some of these communities, you see poverty, and that has been the signature thing in Ghana. For instance, if you go to the mining areas, go to Obuasi, for instance, few people are rich, but the majority of the young people are living a hopeless life because there is nothing for them. Assassin no cry na with the baby, ya say no, ya poison unsuo, and nema from our home call yam. And you're poison. You are not even benefiting from some of these things. So now that people are becoming increasingly aware, we need to tap into these natural resources. Now you put away greed, not that kind of selfish tendencies. Now men kwame pese mi ye kwabrani to mini foreign company could sign contract. No one a cat. Now a minor will get zero and now people are exploiting us over the years. No to near. You see poor people because you have leadership and governance, and the priority they say create poor masses. And always they will look up to what they will come and beg and become popular. That is a sick and very stupid mentality that we have. So politicians, most of them don't even care. That's improving people's life. And you just keep them poor there so that they will always be shouting. But on my being who have been grow in that particular regard. If you go to America, people wake up a day, there is a job for them to go and do. The very moment one is able to wake up to go to work, because you can't growth of economy. It is the aggregation of all economic transactions happening within the borders and even outside the borders of the country. So the more your people are sitting at home, that economy will not grow. So you need to stifle that particular economic activity just to ensure that people will wake up, they will go and work, because that transaction will what will expand in bringing the economy up. But I'm saying narrow-minded. We think about ourselves, our selfish parochial interest. We don't think creating opportunities for people, and then the young people who are supposed to wake up and go to work, the person that is supposed to create the job will not create. A do political party and you see, fortunate for us. Then said the Biamaka said, say Yanko Ponje black man go heaven, I thought that now or no can hold one. We've been blessed with all the resources. You see,
Ivan, what's up, Senyame there?
Oh, yeah, mistake. Black man go heaven because I brought the bonny with Timankasa because a near my yawa was I see way so America, UK, and so forth, they don't even have half. Because when it comes to mineral resources, I was mentioned the Nibu Africa. When it comes to human resources, that is the most valuable resources of all the resources in Yanko Nipa. Yeah, youthful population for any. But besides, I didn't see poverty about the signature way of us. Because of bad governance, greed, and then one person want to own it all. You understand? In recent time, look at Kwanya ye first one ye kasa about galam saying a man for to good. Ye where you go do call. Sanka bind to me taking this decisive and bold measures and get me bringing some of this initiative in play. I'm not sure Sanka economy could do be a cocodru. Who can't say many pants? So by now, I think President Mahama has come to understand how frustrated Ghana for and the kind of pressure they are exerting, and the fact is if you mess it up, they will never forgive you. It doesn't matter who you are, what political party you come from, all that Ghanaians and I think that right now he's on right footing for government to take over, and within 4 years for the dollar to drop like this. Bloomberg, I say Ghana currency is the best performing currency in the whole of the whole of the world. Within this way,
Africa.
Oh yes, the whole of the world.
Graduating.
The city is really appreciating,
and
these things are coming because of some of these interventions that are come in play by government. So I think the GoldBod initiative, when they need to crack down on some of these illegal miners. And I'm for Mushe Muramutu Galan say Amonam Kamon Susay and Sassen and Asafono. Now you're making sure say you channel all the gold into a central pool. But the key thing is that Ghanaians need to understand whatever that is going on, because we are talking about precious mineral. So Ghana for that is why the cynicisms and the speculations and those kind of things will build up. Because my culture says in politics you don't create a vacuum. The very moment you create a vacuum, people will fill it. On monthly, quarterly basis, government need to update people on what is happening at GoldBod. Then I say for example, Ghana for you now you buy your fine say, and yes sir, I'm for you gold now. And you have to centralize all the gold, either sell or keep it as a reserve at the central bank. Now, when people come to understand, because on the other side, I listen to a lot of speculations and as far as gold lines is a few amount for some these are nasty political speculations that people were spending. But now, so dividend you understand that the GoldBod initiative is one of the best initiatives you can speak of as a country. It's a home pair abaya some crana you could see says really bringing in
the results.
We really need to look at some of this initiative in the higher way. And the Yamakata says see we bet me sustain here. It's not just about gold, it's about industrialization.
Okay.
So we need to take a further step. President Mahama 24-hour economy then as well. Me say adia a pivoter in all these things when you have industries running. Without industries you cannot run 24 hours. My first teacher for ya double a binum kwa no pa wia. My first soldier for my police for those things don't grow economy. These people provide third-party services because teacher in the Juma say on training mines. I'm baba ya Juma be no be police in no Juma say omo anam nipa omo kwaya Juma ho ban nipa be no ko bo ho ban if people are not working. Nurse need to keep the workforce your friends saying active to work, go and work. And I say on keep on some bed so now coming to the workforce. So the workforce, say activate a lot of industries around this country.
Okay.
Now you're making sure that we work around the clock. Say Ghana ni bet me sorry say me kwa adwuma or point in Kobe and some of these things will cut our foreign exports. Your friends say import in them
importation.
Whatever quite you see the stable this particular importation. Say ye chaswa. Ebema yesika no ho ayedin because sika ebe career kwa bonte say ye kokra ndema na so bete we can live in a country blessed with all the natural resources e was as so yet adebia import ba kroma say doesn't even make sense. You import everything including engo, cassava, yam, rice,
tomatoes,
and some of the countries we import from Vietnam, for instance, we take about $250 million to go to Vietnam. When we have vast land somewhere, all that we need to do is proper investment just to ensure that young people, we incentivize them to see the need to go into some of these things. And at the end of the day, we back it with some factories, a processing plant to be a building because it doesn't take much to work in farmland and then machineries, technology about which mountains away. Government need to take decisive, bold actions. We need to do it in conjunction with some of these things. And the bit my economy and expand because some of this initiative whereby after 1 year, 2 years, you see that the dollar will be rising up because the dollar has always been a running currency. You can't stop it until one kasa you decide say we be produce now what cut it down in them we import and that is a strategy that China adopted survival and because China is an industrial hub. They produce a lot of the things that they need, but we are minor everything you need in your country you need to export that. There is no way you can stabilize your currency. The gold will offer you some kind of relief that will never be permanent, you understand? So I think that the best way is say you're making sure say now, so you're springing emotion a lot of factories in and so forth. Every the 24-hour economy, I see life because that is the only way I bet to turn the economy around. So far, so good. I think government need to go ahead. Now, this guy, say foreigners no more hana sebi. We need to deport all these people to go because foreigners do not have the power to come here and be doing this small scale mining and so forth. But course if you was sunny area or much half competing with Ghanaians. Oh yes, and these people have become so powerful because they were brought in by powerful politicians in this country, and they feel untouchable. I know they do move here. China for no conversa and we are not crab bibia dia komukrum. We cannot go to China and do some of these things, and then we tell ourselves that you're of my deport of another border. We can't do some of these things. I think we need to be very decisive. When the Ghana for are watching government with bullseye. Now, you see the destiny on social media. And show how participatory Ghanaians have become so far as politics governance is concerned. If you mess up, they won't forgive you. It doesn't matter who you are and as a forum, because people have come to understand politics. They will approach it from a very dispassionate perspective. No more emotions, no more silly partisan allegiances, those kind of stuff. They will judge you based on your act. There is it me, yes, I trust me, we'll be able to turn the economy around here.
All right, and see we are GoldBod and operation on ye and ye di ho enkomo me sure say honorable fellows of Sukache press conference no tie bi concerning ye nua Samia Semia boss